You're watching ABC 7 News at 5:30.
Coming up, homeowners fight against the construction of a new radio tower in Manatee County. How the addition is expected to help first responders better respond to 911 calls.
Plus, the improvement project along I-75 that could cause delays for drivers over the next several months.
Well, at least 100 Manatee County residents are upset over a new neighbor, but it's one emergency officials say they desperately need. Several months ago, Manatee County commissioners approved the installation of a new radio tower on Prospect Road right next to Canaan Elementary School.
First responders planned to use this tower to update what they call a very old and ineffective communication system. ABC 7's Taylor Toragano is live there now, but construction has stopped midway. Taylor, what can you tell us about this?
Good evening, Jacqueline, Scott. Sarasota and Manatee counties partnered to fund a total of 6 new radio towers, 3 in each county. But construction on this one stopped midway when the people who live to my left and just in front of me showed out in numbers to stop it. When you call 911 for an emergency, there probably isn't much time to waste. You just witnessed a bad car crash, or a family member has abruptly stopped breathing.
Time is of the essence because for every minute that goes by, brain cells die. And if you don't do something in a rapid amount of time, the resuscitation of that patient can go to 0.
No one knows a ticking time clock better than our first responders trying to beat it. But a Southern Manatee fire chief says that's very hard to do when they can't communicate with their dispatchers or each other.
This is actually the lifeline between the dispatch, the firefighter, paramedic, law enforcement officer.
I-75 northbound.
But that lifeline is dead on this University Parkway corridor between I-75 and 301.
You can see this white, all this white is dead areas where we can't communicate or we can't receive, we can't, it's garbled communications. And this is a heavy populated area that's, as you know, the growth is unbelievable.
Which is why Manatee County commissioners approved a new $1 million tower to be installed on Proctor Road. But the neighbors who live there too are not happy.
My grandchildren go to school just across the road there. It shouldn't be near a school and it shouldn't be near our homes.
Georgie Moore has lived on 75th Drive East for 25 years and thinks this will depreciate her property. She says she understands the importance of this tower, just not here.
It's going to be 185 feet tall. That's an eyesore.
In fact, for Moore and some of her neighbors, it's either them or the tower.
And I have every intention of moving when they build it, before they build it.
Now, the county's technology director was at the public meeting last night gathering both sides of this issue. He says within 30 days he'll present these opinions to the county commission, who will then decide whether they're going to scrap this construction or move forward. We will keep you posted, but for now I'm live on Proctor Road. Taylor Toragano, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Taylor. The installation of new artwork will close a portion of downtown Sarasota roundabout this weekend. The northeast side of the Orange Avenue and Ringling Boulevard roundabout will be closed Sunday between 7 and 5. Crews are expected to install 3 separate sculptures, each standing about 18 feet tall in the center of the roundabout. The road will reopen as soon as that installation is completed. Sarasota artist Jorge Blanco created the sculpture. This is a rendering of what it will look like. City commissioners approved the sculpture titled Bravo for $150,000.
Drivers can also expect to see some added construction along the I-75 and University Parkway interchange over the next year. Improvements are scheduled to begin over the next several days and end in late spring of 2019. Lane closures on I-75, if needed, will occur between 8 p.m. and 5 a.m. Lane closures on University Parkway, if needed, will occur between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. The price tag of these improvements are expected to cost the state an estimated $1.5 million.
Well, if you've been to downtown Venice recently, as we have often reported, you may have noticed crews working on a major beautification project there. Underground work continues today on West Venice Avenue and Nassau Street. Drivers should expect temporary lane closures on West Venice Avenue over the next few weeks. Coming soon, a new banner for the archway in the median and new streetlight banners. The entire project expected to be complete by February. Of course, we'll keep you up to date.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, Manatee County is offering free sandbags for people getting prepared for potential flooding during hurricane season and beyond. You can get up to 10 sandbags per household tomorrow from 8 a.m. until noon at the county's transit facility from 8 a.m. until noon, or on August 18th at the Bradenton Area Convention Center in Palmetto. So if you need some sandbags, make sure to head out there.
We hope we don't need them.
Yes.
But better to be prepared, right?
Better safe than sorry.
Let's get over to Bob now for more on our first alert forecast. Bob?
We haven't needed them lately. It's been pretty quiet storm-wise. We haven't seen a lot of afternoon and evening thunderstorms, but that's going to change a little bit as we head into the weekend. As this high-pressure ridge moves a little bit closer to us, we get more of an east to southeasterly wind component, which will bring that collision of the west coast sea breeze and also the east to southeast wind. And then we'll see those storms firing up like we're seeing today. A lot of lightning strikes occurring now into Highlands County. Southeast Highlands, a tremendous amount of lightning, something we really haven't seen because there hasn't been a lot of convergence. We had that strong westerly wind. The storms just kind of blew up and then went off to the east, although there were some bigger storms along the immediate east coast. We're not seeing that happening as much right now, but boy, that storm right there near Lake Okeechobee with the lake breeze and also the west coast sea breeze, all kind of combining right there to create that tremendous lightning display that you're seeing on the map. And not much happening here. It should stay that way too for the next several hours. So if you have anything planned, not a problem. Number of strikes just within the last 10 minutes in that little area right there, over 354. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. An Indianapolis community is saying goodbye tonight to 4 family members killed last week when a duck boat capsized near Branson, Missouri. As ABC's Ryan Burrow reports, today's services come amid an ongoing investigation into what led up to the tragedy.
Teddy bears placed below the caskets of the 3 children.
Heaven.
The 4 open caskets at the Great Apostolic Church emblazoned with the words, "The Great Colemans."
The Great Colemans. Great standing for Glenn, Reese, Evan, Aria, and Tia. Let's give God a hand praise.
Much of the memorial service directed toward Mother Tia, one of only 2 survivors of the Colemans extended family that were on the duck boat the day it capsized.
You have handled this in a way that I've never seen a human being handle such tragedy.
So Tia, on behalf of your friends and colleagues, the women and men of MCPO, may God be with you and comfort you in the days, weeks, and months ahead.
I cannot promise you how, where, or when, but I am confident that you will dance again.
The remaining 5 Coleman family members killed will be laid to rest Saturday. 9 Coleman family members among the 17 people who died last Thursday in the duck boat accident. The company Ride the Ducks Branson vowing to pay for all funeral and medical expenses of all the victims. Meanwhile, the NTSB investigation continues. Questions remain, including why did life vests go unused and why did the duck boat continue its tour while severe weather rolled through the area. Ryan Burrow, ABC News, Chicago.
An update now on allegations of sexual misconduct against a former state senator. A Florida prosecutor says there is insufficient evidence to prove that former state senator Jack Latvala traded sexual favors in order to help pass legislation. He was a powerful Republican who rose to a top leadership post as the Senate Budget Chairman. He resigned after a Senate investigation concluded that he likely inappropriately touched a top Senate aide and may have broken the law by offering a witness in that case his support for legislation in exchange for sex acts. Latvala has steadfastly denied any wrongdoing.
Florida primaries are right around the corner, so make sure you register to vote if you haven't already. The August 28th ballot will include partisan primary races for the U.S. Senate, governor, 2 state cabinet seats, along with several congressional legislative races. Here on the Suncoast, there are school board races you can vote on. In addition, new Florida voters, those who want to change their party affiliation, must also make those changes by this coming Monday. Statewide voter turnout during the 2016 primary election was just 24%. Election officials are hoping it's higher this time. Still to come in your Suncoast News, does your dog know when you're feeling sad? We'll have the new findings into your best friend's emotional perception.
Plus, a major deal between Disney and Fox moves forward. A look at that agreement and what it means for the future of entertainment.
If If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
The day you lose your strength is the day you lose your independence. Muscle is lost with age, affecting your energy, balance, and mobility. Before you know it, you're depending on others just to get through the day. But you can reverse and prevent muscle loss. Introducing MyoHealth, a revolutionary proven approach to increased muscle strength and function in as little as 30 days. Live life on your terms with more energy and confidence.
After a serious health issue put me down, MyoHealth's getting me back up again.
I'm doing activities that I haven't done for a long time. It really works.
MyoHealth is a safe, natural dietary supplement, the result of decades of research and 24 human clinical studies. You can live stronger at any age with greater strength, mobility, balance, and energy. Call or go online now and take the MyoHealth 30-Day Strength Challenge.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
Mark Zupan, part of the U.S. Paralympic rugby team. In my game, movement is everything. I get frustrated when my move is blocked, especially when that guy has no right to be there, even just for a minute. I love a challenge, but I don't like to play this game every day.
A message from the United Spinal Association.
It's often said that dogs are a man or woman's best friend. Well, a new study shows that your constant companion may even know when you're feeling blue. Reed Binion has more on those findings.
Did you know that dogs may be perceptive enough to know when their owner is upset and take action to help them? A new study finds that regardless of age, breed, or training, dogs are more likely to rush to their owner's side more quickly when their owner is tearful or in distress. The small study, published in the journal Learning and Behavior, evaluated just 34 dogs. Researchers found that canines separated from their owners ran to them much more quickly when the owner made crying sounds versus when the owner hummed the tune Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star or spoke in a normal tone of voice. Interestingly, the dogs who were less stressed out overall tended to be more helpful. The findings of the study could help scientists learn more about what influences dogs, especially service dogs, to help their humans in times of need. With today's Health Minute, I'm Reed Binion.
Time now to check your first alert traffic for the drive home. Still no major accidents to be on the lookout for. We are seeing lots of green on our traffic maps for Bradenton, Sarasota, and South County.
Now your ABC 7 with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Lakewood Ranch webcam showing Lots of sunshine out there, a few clouds every once in a while moving on through, but a little different scenario that has been setting up. We're not seeing that real west wind. In fact, those clouds are moving toward the west, and so a little east wind outflow from the big storms that are into central Florida right now. Westerly flow is changing, and so is our weather pattern. Timing of the storms coming late in the day. Now, there will still be some morning showers out here in the Gulf of Mexico. That's due to the land breeze that will set up. That land breeze actually keeps us a little bit cooler in the evening, too, as all that rain is falling into central Florida. If we get an east to southeast wind to start the day off, we'll get some of that cooling air, and it looks like it'll be a pretty nice start to the days. Not so much tomorrow, but more so as we move through next week. Scattered late day storms are back in the picture, and chances stay high throughout the week next week. So this is a little taste of what we normally expect during the summer months. Now, during the summer, we do get that westerly flow. Sometimes it comes in every once in a while, but normally it's a east to southeast wind in the morning colliding with that west coast sea breeze, and then once the storms get going, they tend to move off toward the west coast late in the day. And we're not really seeing that quite now, but it is setting up. We can see it setting up with those interior storms really just firing up across parts of central Florida now, near Lake Okeechobee, where the lightning has been tremendous, and we see some storms down here on into Collier County as well as into Lee County. Not much going on right now. These outflow boundaries will propagate toward the west here throughout the evening, so there's a chance we could see some storms popping up into Hardee and DeSoto counties within the next hour or two. A wide spread of the radar picture showing a little weak frontal boundary still hanging on over the southeast United States, and behind it there's a little trough of low pressure that's still hanging on. It's not going away anytime soon. It is weakening somewhat. It will eventually go away by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, and high pressure will really start to build in, but some dry air is also kind of inhibiting our afternoon and evening storms right now. Well, you'll get a picture of what's going to be happening. As I mentioned, a few isolated showers along the coast in the morning, and then mainly interior storms in the afternoon. Rain chance not all that high tomorrow. Those will break down, send a few storms our way late in the afternoon, more so in the evening. And then you start to see that south to southeasterly wind flow on into Sunday, bringing us scattered showers and storms making their way toward the coast. So we're going to get back into the lightning, folks. I want to let you know that we haven't had a lot of that for the last week and a half, really. Showers and storms around. This is a little bit overdone. The computer is suggesting everyone's going to get rain. I think it's more so inland areas will get some storms there with a few along the coast later on in the evening. 87 the water temperature near the coast, mid to upper 80s, low 90s inland, 93 now in Arcadia. It feels like 103 out there. With that high dew point temperature at 78 and the relative humidity at 70%. Our high was 1 degree above average. We're also going to get a bit cooler. We're going to get closer to average low temperatures, I think, to start the work week next week. So that'll be nice. Some showers out in the Four Corners region there, a few showers over the northeast, but all in all, a fairly quiet day across most of the U.S., albeit hot out west. Southeast winds turn to the northwest, just a little bit of wind out there, 5 knots. It'll be smooth going for boaters as far as the next 7 days go. Slight chance for scattered late day storms tomorrow, and then pretty good chances for scattered storms from Sunday through Friday, and high temperatures near 90. Well, some photos sent in. Didn't get a chance to go fishing, but this one is of all the winners for the longest running fishing tournament in the United States. Really, this is the 88th annual Sarasota Tarpon Tournament. It's over. It's a 5-week event, and they had the fish off, and the fish off winner was Chris Sperry, who was a weekly winner. They had the weekly winners all kind of go for a fish off last weekend, and he caught a 33.5-inch girth tarpon. There were only 2 caught on that fish off, by the way. And Gabor Torek, I believe, he caught a 32-inch. He was in second place. The winner is just about, I think, 4 from the middle there. He's right in the middle, I think. Anyway, Captain Johnny Walker, grandson Paul Deeds, catching some speckled trout there, and he went fishing over the past week. And Captain Brian Marcy having a fishing camp. All those kids catching some nice fish right there and doing a good job. It's a great camp. I wish I had that camp when I was a kid. And then Coach Steve Herrick, and known as Coach Snook Herrick now, I think, because he's always getting his clients on Snook. This is Holly from OHIO, Ohio. All right.
I'm sure all the Ohio fans out there knew what you're talking about.
Right, they do. Thanks, Bob. In consumer news, a $71 billion deal between Disney and Fox is a go. Shareholders of both companies voting today to approve Disney's purchase of most of 21st Century Fox. The deal gives Disney Fox's movie studio, including franchises like Avatar and X-Men, along with cable channels like FX and National Geographic. Disney also picked up Fox's 22 regional sports networks, but it has to turn around and sell those to satisfy antitrust concerns. Fox News, Fox Sports, and the Fox Broadcasting Network will not be going to Disney and will stay a separate company. The U.S. economy is growing at its fastest pace in nearly 4 years. New numbers released today by the government show the economy grew 4.1% in the second quarter. That's the largest growth since 2014. The strong progress this past quarter reflects large increases in exports, government defense spending, and orders on durable goods. However, the trend of growth might slow as economists are predicting smaller numbers in the second half of the year as interest rates rise and the effects of the tax cut wear off.
Well, stay with us. Entertainment news is coming up next.
Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Impreza is an IIHS top safety pick for 11 years running. Lease a new Subaru Impreza today for just $155 a month. Or get 0% financing with zero down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Introducing the ABC 7 First Alert Weather Tracker. This all-new mobile weather lab is just one more way the team you trust is keeping you ahead of the storms. The ABC 7 First Alert Weather Tracker, sponsored by Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician.
Dear parents, it's time for a pop quiz. What's the best kind of play for kids? Play that makes us think? Or helps us pretend? Or teaches us rules? Or to be creative? Actually, every kind of play is important because different kinds of play give us different kinds of skills. Help us mix up the ways we play. Okay, class dismissed. Now go play.
I think about my own family and I think about my own kids' dream and I see these kids' dream.
There's something about dance that just is universal and just speaks to everybody.
Every day some student makes a breakthrough, discovers something.
Teaching is about giving. It's a different kind of giving. When I teach, I know it's a gift that I'm giving.
Chris Domine is a husband, father, an athlete, even an Ironman. But 10 years ago, Chris's kidneys were failing.
The doctor said if you don't do dialysis, if you don't get a kidney transplant, you are going to die.
Then Chris received a second chance, made possible by an organ donor.
Your well-being changes from loss of hope to better times ahead.
Imagine what you could make possible. Learn more and sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
In entertainment news, excuse me, the stepmother of actress Lindsay Lohan has been arrested on a battery charge in Florida.
Kate Lohan was arrested early this morning in Boca Raton. This comes after the actress's stepmother was taken into custody for a mental health evaluation last summer after she and her husband Michael Lohan got into an argument over their children. Well, sorry, Cardi B fans, if you were hoping to see the rapper open for Bruno Mars during his upcoming tour, you're going to be disappointed. The new mom, Cardi B, says she's not ready to leave her newborn baby, so she's dropping out as opening act. The I Like That singer gave birth to a baby girl earlier this month and was due to start Mars's tour in Denver in September when her daughter would be about 6 weeks old. But Cardi B says she's not physically recovered from childbirth, and doctors said that it wasn't healthy to bring the baby on the road with her. Taylor Swift is helping ease the pain of a Massachusetts city mourning the loss of a police officer. The Shake It Off singer donating a significant number of tickets to the town of Weymouth for her shows this weekend in Foxborough, Mass. The police sergeant was shot and killed while investigating a car crash earlier this month. Now, not only did Swift donate enough tickets for every police officer to go to the concert, but there's enough for every firefighter, extended family member, and then some to go to the concert as well.
Quantico actress Priyanka Chopra and singer Nick Jonas are getting married. Fans are freaking out about it as well. According to People magazine, the couple have only been dating for around 2 months. They reportedly got engaged last week in London on Chopra's 36th birthday. Jonas's family tells People that they've never seen the 25-year-old so happy or serious about a relationship before. Good for them.
Maybe when you know, you know.
There
Why
you
waste
go.
time? Right?
Exactly. Well, stay with us. We'll be right back with more news and weather.
You want a Maserati, but you need an SUV. Why not have both? Levante, the Maserati of SUVs.
Experience it at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
I'll be right back.
According to a new survey by U.S. News & World Report, 3 of Alabama's top 4 hotels and resorts are part of the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail Resort Collection. The Grand Hotel Marriott Resort in Point Clear, the Battle House Renaissance Mobile Hotel and Spa, and the Renaissance Birmingham Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa. Hey, we didn't invent Southern hospitality, we just offer more of it. Visit rtjgolf.com/resorts to find out more.
Each day, researchers make discoveries that bring us closer to the moment when all cancer patients can become survivors. Their progress is made possible with the help of clinical trials. Clinical trials are the brightest torch researchers have to light their way towards better treatments. And if you've been diagnosed with cancer, they may be your brightest ray of hope. Speak with your doctor and visit standuptocancer.org/clinical trials to learn more. Together, we can stand up for all of us.
In life after the military, it's our duty as veterans to have each other's back. I'm retired Colonel Greg Gatson, and it's my mission to help you get the benefits and services you've earned. If you need to file a VA claim, remember these important steps. Submit an online claim through ebenefits.va.gov. Work with an accredited Veterans Service Organization, or VSO. And if you need to attend a VA claim exam, please go. Visit this website to learn what to expect.
Watch Suncoast View weekdays at 9 a.m. on ABC 7.